Good morning, team. Today is May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Overall, today is the day that we've been talking about. Today is the day we've been waiting for all week. This is the reason why we're having a choppy market. This is the reason why people are so indecisive in the overall market. Today is the day that Fed Jerome Powell speaks, and he's going to be speaking. He's going to make a statement at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then he's going to talk at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, right? So that's what we want to look out for. So you definitely want to be cautious with that. On top of that, we do get unemployment reports this morning. So it's a whole bunch of information coming out today. So definitely want to be cautious with that. But before we get started with the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. I know a lot of you guys are watching this video, not even liking the video. So if you guys enjoy this video and stuff like that, make sure you hit that like button. But overall, we're going to start off with the 20-day chart. 20-day, we're looking at the SPY. SPY is right below the SMA over here. This long blue line typically acts as a divider. When the stock is below it, stock is more in favor for a bearish trend. When the stock is above it, it's bullish trend, right? So overall, we need to get above that today. If Powell starts to talk good, that's his main focus, to try to get us above 420. Then we can start pushing up towards 423 and higher. If not, and he fails and we start to pull back, watch for the break below 417. Then we could start retesting 416. And after we break 416, we could start regapping down towards 412. Our side is a little bit more on the overbought side. You can see the scale over here. It's around 60. 50 and above is considered overbought. 50 and below, oversold. So you can see it's overbought, more in favor for downside. So let's see what happens. Right now, the 20-day is basically dormant, holding on to that trigger line on the MACD. So we want to see what's going to happen. If we jump over towards the 180-day MACD has crossed over already. So we have been getting slightly bullish activity. If you look at it on the larger picture, we went from 405 to 417, and we're still above that 180-day trend line, no matter what happened yesterday, right? So it is leaning more in favor for a bullish trend. So just keep that in mind. And we definitely got to break that 20-day SMA. 180-day SMA is all the way up here at 439. So let's see what happens. Anything, anything that Powell says can persuade the market in either or direction. Jumping over towards the 1 year on the SPY, we are still below the 1 year trade line. So I'm going to just change that. So as I'm trading throughout the day, I could see, hey, where's that 1 year trade line? And that 1 year trade line yesterday was sitting at 21, and today it's sitting at 21 as well. So definitely want to watch to see that 421 zone to see if we break it today. If we start getting to 423, 424, and we start holding above those levels, that is a key area for a possible reversal. And you guys could probably enter some swings, right? If we start to basically break that 424 zone and start basically pushing back up, because then we'll start gapping up towards 440 and start going higher. If not, and we reject that, we could come back and retest these lows at 409. We hit 405 yesterday, so definitely want to see what's going to happen overall in the market. So definitely want to wait for a direction today. Wait for those key zones, especially since we're right below the SMA on the 20-day. We either reject it and come down, or we break it and go up. Next stock we're going to talk about is going to be Tesla. Looking at Tesla, Tesla's going sideways as well. On the 20-day, Tesla needs to break this 926. Then we can start going up towards 935, retesting that SMA at 947. A lot of these stocks are close to the 20-day SMA. So we either are going to reject them and make a newer low, or we're going to break them and go higher. So let's see what happens. Tesla is holding this area as support. So if we start to break this 897, we could get back down towards this zone over here and start trending down towards 861, 862 zone. Right, next up we want to talk about is Apple. Apple's trending this morning on the watch list, on the stock bot and all that crazy stuff. So definitely want to watch to see what's going to happen with Apple this morning. Apple does look like it's making a higher lows over here. If I was to draw a wedge from the bottom to the top, a lot of these charts are looking the same, right? On the 20-day, we're making higher lows. Looks like we could break out from 160 and 80 cents all the way up towards 161. On the way down, we could basically break 158 down towards 156 on Apple, right? MACD does look like it wants to cross down. RSI is a little bit more overbought, but on a day like today, you gotta wait for what Powell's gonna say. Take your scalps beforehand, but just don't fall in love with the move. Next stock and last stock we're going to talk about is AMD. AMD just announced earnings yesterday. You can see they had basically good earnings. They took off from like 89 to 99, basically $100. Stock is basically very overbought, although they did beat earnings. Typically, what I've noticed when stocks beat earnings, they tend to pull back a little bit, and in the late upcoming days, they start to basically trend in the direction that they're supposed to. So we're getting upgrades to $98. We're getting upgrades to $65. So we're gonna get those big upgrades all day. But just look at the RSI, very overbought. MACD looks like it wants to pull back. So if we do have a pullback on AMD, watch for the break below 95. And then we can start going to 93 over here. 93 was a bounce zone before. If we start to uptrend, be careful. The RSI is saying, hey, it's overbought. Possibly the possibility for upside is a lot less right now. So definitely want to be cautious if you do go for those upside moves. Make sure you use a stop loss, but watch for the break of 98, and then we can start going to 101. All right, so that's going to be it. Very news-driven day, so you guys definitely want to be cautious. Volume may be a little bit lower before Powell speaks. That's just how it is. Some people are cautious. You can see yesterday, if we drop down towards a smaller chart, yesterday, this is the 5-minute. We could go to the 15-minute. You can see we were very choppy yesterday, very choppy, where we were basically moving sideways with no real direction. We were making massive swings to the bottom, and we were basically making massive swings to the upside over here. So definitely want to watch to see what's going to happen today. If we're going to get direction, we are lingering around the top, but that doesn't mean anything. Any news that he says, any information he gives us can be persuaded in either or direction. So today's going to be a difficult day. If you make it, just basically follow the charts. Don't overthink anything. And I'll see you guys in the chat room later.